Hello everyone. At the end of this video, you should be able to do several things. First, you should know how to identify photo guidelines for a newsletter project and what 300 DPI stands for, how to write cut lines and headlines, and how to wrap text around pictures. So let us begin. If you remember, we have created a folder for our project, which is called the newsletter project. So let me find it on my desktop, newsletter project. I'm going to double click on that folder and open the first image. Before I even open my newsletter in InDesign, I actually need to test and see if the resolution of my pictures meets the guidelines for high quality type print publications. So how do I check resolution for images? It's very simple. Click on the image and do right click and open it with Photoshop. So I will open the image in Photoshop, and in Photoshop do image size. And I was right. It seems that the resolution of my picture is 150 pixels or DPI, dots per inch. Now, usually by default, Photoshop would only have the width and the height linked. I'm going to unselect this resemble to make sure that width, height, and resolution are all linked together. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to decrease the size of my image, and by decreasing the size of the image, those pixels are going to be added to the resolution. So for instance, instead of 40, I'm going to do 20 pixels, and look what happened here. Resolution moved to 300. Now it's important that you have um, the resolution for your images set at 300 because you're working with high quality type print publications. So anytime you're working with a high quality type print paper and you are working in color, then resolution must be at least 300 DPIs. I'm gonna click OK, and now I'm ready to use this picture. But before I go using this picture, let's open the InDesign newsletter now. So I'll hit OK, and here's my newsletter. We assumed that the topic for our newsletter is going to be something connected to food. So I was able to take a couple of pictures of some food that I cooked. So I have a cake here and I have a salad. I'm gonna open both of these in Photoshop because I need to check the resolution. So kind of repeat those same steps that I just did. If they are 300 in resolution, then I don't have to worry about anything else. So let's check it. Image size, perfect. This one is 300 in resolution. I'm gonna hit OK and exit it out, and let's check the second one. Image size, 300, perfect. Exit it out, and now I can actually get rid of Photoshop because I don't need it. So now let's go to our InDesign newsletter. And by now, you should be able to design your banners, to insert text, to place images. But by looking at my newsletter, I realized that I need to make a couple of changes. First, I need to get rid of this humongous picture and maybe have a picture that goes across two columns. But before I do that, I'm gonna drag my text down so that I have enough space for a headline here, and maybe I'm gonna move it a little bit lower. Now I am able to bring in an image. So to bring in images or visuals, click on the rectangle frame tool, click, drag, and let go, and make sure to leave some space at the very bottom for a cut line. After I have the rectangle frame tool ready, I can place my image. So I'm going to do File, Place, and find that image with a salad. For instance, I'm going to click on the salad, hit open, and there it goes. Now obviously this image did not fit inside that box. So how do we fit an object inside a box? It's very simple. You do object, you scroll down to fitting, and you say fill frame proportionally, and this is something that I've shown you already. Now I'm going to click on my direct selection tool and click on my image, and you see when I click on my image, you see this brown box around it. So that's the actual size of my image. I'm gonna drag it down a little bit, just a little, and maybe zoom in a bit from my cursor, and click on my selection tool. So click on my selection tool to enlarge this box a little bit. Move it down some, maybe minimize it a bit, so make it look nice inside that box. Okay, it looks okay for now. Let's drag it down a little bit more. Maybe move my text a little bit higher so that I have some space for my image. Move it up, and I'm ready. So now let's go back and write the headline. Now, what is a headline? A headline is the title of a story. A headline should be a full sentence. It's important that a headline is written in active voice and it provides the content to that story. So, what would be a good headline for this story that has a picture with a salad right there? I'm just gonna say, enjoy eating healthy and tasty salads this spring season. Maybe, I don't know. Let's do Command A and let's enlarge the size of my font. So remember the key combination: Command, Shift, and period enlarges font size. Command, Shift, and comma minimizes it. Perfect. So you see, it fits inside the box almost perfectly. Now let's click on my selection tool and hit the W key, and that's what I have so far. So it looks quite nice. I have enough white space. Now let's hit W. Let's scroll down and let's write a caption for this image. So I'm gonna move the image a little bit higher so that I have enough space for my caption. Click on the type tool, click, drag, and create the text for the caption. And I'm gonna write Kate Stepanuk fixes salad with fresh vegetables, pork steaks, and boiled eggs. Perfect. This is a cut line. A cut line should provide information about the picture, should answer those 5 W's and the H. I'm going to do Command A, and what's important about a cut line or a caption is that it should always look different from the body copy. So if the body copy uses a serif font, the caption should use a sans serif font. If the body copy is 12 points in size, then the caption should be 10 in size. So my body copy now is a serif font because you see it has those little feet and it's 12 points in size. I'm going to change my caption to 10 points in size and I'm going to bold it. So Minion Pro doesn't give me a bold option. I'm going to click on Arial and bold it. There it goes, and it goes from edge to edge. That's considered to be the best position of a caption, one that covers a photo from edge to edge. So let's click W, and there it goes. There's my caption, there's my headline, and here's my story. Perfect, it looks nice.